No, right now he's in the building, out of the building, until they tell us he can't be. Yeah, and that might be the case with some other players. So, we'll abide by whatever the NCAA tells us is how to do things. I've never had any experience in this, quite frankly.
Kirk, do you have any update on Cade and if he's going to be able to go?
Yeah, on the medical front, I didn't touch on that, I guess, but the bad news this week, Val's not practicing like you'd expect week 3 of camp, but the good news is I think everybody realistically has a chance to start working into this week, certainly next Monday when we hit the field, thinking about our opponent. So, hopefully that's the case. We've been fortunate, and we avoided one potential landmine on Saturday. It didn't look good, and then got good news Monday after an MRI. So, everybody so far at least has, got a chance here to move forward, and that's good news. Outside of Jeff Bowie, I think I mentioned that last time maybe, or did I? I got lost track of when. Jeff he's going to miss a significant time with an injury, so that's the one negative here.
So you feel like he's going to play?
Jeff or
Cade McNamara?
We'll know more at the end of the week, but I'm really optimistic, and we'll see.
I know you don't want to lose Cade for the stretch, but
no.
to get Deacon reps with the ones is some sort of benefit.
Yeah, it is. It's been great, and Joe, I think, will be back here at the end of the week too. We've been great at both those guys, because Marco's been getting the twos. He's done a nice job. So yeah, you always look for a positive, and that has been the positive. And you think about him; he hasn't played since 20, which I think he was in high school then. So there's just, it's like anybody. You got to operate, and you got to go. And I can say the same thing about Cade. Cade needs work with our team right now because he basically was out last fall. So there's that timing part, and not to be anti 7-on-7, but I do hate 7-on-7. Okay, the proliferation of 7-on-7, guys can't take a snap under center, and it's not real football, because in real football, guys are rushing you, and if they hit you, they might really hit you, and we don't tackle our guys. I'm certain maybe we should have the quarterbacks, just to give them a sense that it's real out there. These guys are going to try to knock your head off if they can. So, but anyway, yeah, all this practice is going to be. It's been helpful for him, and Cade needs some too.
Has he been able to practice at all, or is it just kind of minor?
No, basically it's it's been a recovery process, and they got a procedure for it. So hopefully at the end of the week he can start doing some things. I think everything looks like it's on schedule, so that's encourage.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah,
you expect him to fight through.
I'm not worried about
that.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not worried about that at all. It's just Mother Nature takes part too, and that's always been the case with injuries. As tough as a guy might be. And certain guys can do certain things in certain positions, but quarterback needs his legs for sure.
Have you settled on a best 5 up front offensively?
No, that's good. That's a positive. Yeah, we're still moving guys around, and I think it's a real positive because it's not because we're not sure. I think we got some guys who are really competing well, and at some point we got to pull together down, pull it down to 7-8 guys and get a game day rotation going. But no, we haven't settled on anything yet. We've got a really open mind.
Are you open to rotating guys like a guard, like you have in the past?
Absolutely. If they can show they can play,
sure.
Absolutely.
More than Cade, you had mentioned just about his leadership. Is there anything kind of behind the scenes, maybe we wouldn't have seen, where you just saw him do something realize just how good he is?
Yeah, you get the feeling. First of all, I got the feeling a year and a half ago. Certain players just, you really. It's like when you talk to the pro guys, you talk to the guys about guys on other teams. Certain guys you just notice. Typically really good players you do. And I was just, it's a matter of record. That team wasn't real good in 20. We were getting ready to play them in 20, and the plug got pulled on it. But so we had a good few of them there. And I know it was a pandemic, but you still got to play. So you are what you are. And then watching them in 21. We were extremely impressed, and we weren't playing them. They were just on crossover film. Couldn't help but be impressed. Part of that's the guys playing. It's not just coaching, but players play too, and it's so it was really apparent to us that we got to compete against them. And you're on the field with them, seeing a good feeling, not having any clue that a year later, we're going to have a conversation with him about coming here. And since he's been here, he's just been he's taken ownership. He's been one of us, and he's jumped in there and. Acts like a guy you would hope who's got some seniority and who's got some experience. That he's been respectful too. That he hasn't done anything here yet, and he knows that. But he's anxious to compete. That's just how he's worked. That's a good thing for us, I think.
How's your depth in the secondary right now? You've had some young guys who are second-year guys competing. Deshaun Lee and Glenn Entringer and T.J. Hall in particular.
Yeah, I think we're moving forward, and that's probably there right now. I think we'll be able to put a starting lineup out there that's ready to play. And then, developing the depth and seeing who's going to emerge is really the key thing. And I don't know, I came up, Dallas Cork was here last week, and we were just talking about things. I forgot that we had to throw Benny Sapp in. We had a pretty good team in 02, pretty veteran team, and all of a sudden Benny's in there. Not Benny, but Antoine had to take Benny's spot, and we really didn't have an answer for that. But had to do what you had to do, and next thing you know, the Antoine's in there, and we found a way to keep winning. So. I think that's maybe there might be some parallels at that position. That's probably the position where we're still trying to develop guys, younger players that haven't played a lot. And you mentioned Cohen too in the back end and in the middle there. We're probably a little deeper at the secondary, the safety positions, but the corner spot's probably the one where we need the most work.
Is there one that stands out right now?
No, they're all doing a good job. Yeah, they're all doing a good job. Deshaun's done a nice job, and TJ, and so it's been good. Yeah.
Kirk, do you ever think you're dealing with an uneven playing field if other states aren't investigating this gambling stuff?
Yeah, it's obvious. Right? I can't imagine we're the only state where college kids bet. I just can't imagine that. Seriously, and it's like rounding up 20-year-olds that had a beer. So that would Phil Kennick. I know that, and so for whatever reason, we're the lucky ones. We're the chosen ones. We just got to really benefit from this whole deal, and I'm really not sure what the point was, and I have a respect for the law. Don't misunderstand that. High respect for the law, but I'm not sure I understand, what happened. So but that's not the issue. The issue is if somebody bet on us. That to me is the issue, and that is an issue, and nobody's running from that. Totally on that. Just like anything else. Nobody's running from that one.
Cooper, how have you seen guys deal with the heat this week, and how have you been able to stay cool with it?
Today's really the only day. The first Saturday you guys were at was the first time we worked in sunlight, and it was in the 80s. Today's the first day. Like, today's hot right now, but we've been practicing. We're on the field at 8 o'clock, so it's really not a big deal. Hasn't been a deal at all.
Cooper, Dejan, and Nico didn't play in the Kids Day scrimmage. How are they working?
They're doing fine. Yeah, Cooper's back working, and Nico's close, and expect him Friday, Saturday to get some work. So, and not that you want anybody hurt, but when a guy's 28 years old, at least he knows how to play.
Coach, how have you seen Cade overcome adversity in the last few weeks?
He's just wired that way. It's natural to him. He's a very competitive guy. He's a very positive guy and very strong-willed. And I've always felt like, and going back to the nature part, like, you can only do so much. Like, if you got a broken bone, it's got to heal. I totally get that. But my experience is guys, mental toughness really helps guys get back to the field faster. And some are more wired that way than others. So that's certainly not something he's lacking. And there's no question he wants to be out there. So keep going here. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Is AJ Lawson on the team anymore?
He's not. No, he's part of our program.
Okay.
And our commitment to him is graduating right now. We had a discussion back in July, and he just came in and he just wants to focus on finishing his degree, and should be able to do it next July or August, actually, or the first week of August. So that's our target. Great young guy, and he's trying to balance both. He was having a hard time, and I told him a while back, really the only thing I care about, and it's true with every one of our guys, is them walking away with a degree. We're committed to that. He's committed to that, and we're going to continue to support him.
Anybody put on scholarship?
Luke Elkin. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think Luke. I think that puts us at 85. I think so. Yep.
Okay,
What has Luke done that's really stood out to you to put him on scholarship?
Elkin. He's been spectacular since he's got here. Just consistent, dependable, great team guy. And he can cover too. He's an athlete, So I don't think we'll put a snapper around past him, but I throw it to him. You never know. We'll see. He's a really good. He's just been super. So he's everything. And we've been so lucky with deep snappers, for 25 years now, and just glad he's on our team. Appreciate that. Let me ask you guys one question. I saw